In mermaid skirt, there are basic measurements required, and the basic measurements are your waist measurement, your waist circumference, your hip circumference, your knee line, and your full length. I repeat, in mermaid skirt, what you need to take, the measurement you need to take from your clients is your waist measurement, your hip measure, that is round hip, hip circumference, your knee line, that is from your waist to your knee. Then I'll teach you that one later. From your waist to your knee, then you get your full length. How much you want, where you want to stop, your full length. So now, to start, your waist measurement divide by 4. Divide your waist by 4. How many are we going to get? Now, let's take the measurement. This is our waist measurement, our waistline. We'll minus 2 inches for band. We'll minus 2 inches for band. Then, as you can see me doing, your waist to your hip line, 8 inches. Am I right? Then from your hip line, from your waist to your knee, we have 23 inches. Then your full length, we have 40 inches. We are going to add extra 5 inches to your full length to make it flow, because in mermaid skirt, it's not supposed to stop at your ankle or just at the floor. The beauty of it is how it sweeps on the floor. How to get your knee line? You measure from your waist to your knee level, then you go up by minimum of 3 inches and maximum of 6 or 7 inches thereabout. So once you measure from your waist to your knee, you go up. So in this case, you are going up by 6 inches. This becomes our actual knee line. This becomes our actual knee line. Knee line. Leave this place. In that case, this line is a waist. I did it this way just for us to understand how to get your knee line. That is why, if not, normally I would have just skipped this line away. So if you are used to it, you don't need to measure this line again, get this line. You just know that when you measure from your waist to your knee level, you minus 5 inches or 6 inches. Then whatever you get is your knee line. You understand me? Now it's time to impute your measurement. Your waist divided by 4 is how many? 8 for 8. That is 8.5. 8.5. 8.5. You add extra 2 inches as your allowance for turning of the lining and your sewing. But if you are using a stretchy fabric, you don't even need, like some fabric, you don't need lining. Like that fabric I made, that ox blood, there is no lining. The one I just made, there is no lining. So some fabric you don't need lining, but things like wrapper you need lining. So add extra 2 inches. So your hip divided by 4, how many? 9 for 8. That is 9.5. 9.5. You add your extra 2 inches. 2 inches. Then whatever you have on your waist, you measure your whatever you have on your waist, you bring it down and minus 1 inch. These are the two ways to get your knee line. I have 10 for 8. I have 10 for 8 here. So if I'm bringing it to my knee line, I'll apply 9 for 8 to get my knee line. Or I will carry my waist measurement. This 11 for 8. I'll minus 1 for 8 from my waist measurement, my hip measurement. It's 11 for 8 minus, I'll have 10 inches. So whichever one you want to use. It's either you bring your waist measurement down to your knee line minus 1 inch to get the fitness on your knee. That is, to get the fitness, it will be slim there then. That is where you are going to start your flow. Or you bring your hip measurement down to your knee line minus 1 for 8. So let's use the waist measurement. This is 10 for it minus 1 inch, we are going to get 9 for it, 9.5. Then you connect it. Connect it. So we shall.
Mommy, you're using my marker. You're using my marker.
Don't forget to blend. Whenever you are taking, you should always remember to blend so that it not be too pointy. So now, when measuring this thing, after drafting it, you discover that it's looking almost like pencil skirt, but this is different. Once you get to this level of your knee line, this is where you are going to take your flow. So now let's go down to the full length. You will come down to the full length and add 6 inches above. From 6 inches up, a minimum of 6 inches to your knee line. This is your knee line, 9 for it. You bring it down here, 9 for it. You bring your knee line measurement down to your full length. Then you add extra 6 inches or more. You can add even 10 inches. So it's either you add 6 inches, you add 7 inches, you add 8 inches. It depends on how you want it. So let's make use of 9 inches. 9 inches. Are you understanding me? Then now we connect. Now we connect. This is where the flow begins. I'm just trying to get it correctly. I don't have a straight rule that is long to accommodate this length. That is why I'm doing this dot. But it's looking somehow funny. The line is looking somehow funny. Don't mind the several lines. I'm just trying to get line that is good enough. I think this one is okay. This is it. In drafting the back pattern of mermaid skirt, the first thing you have to do is to use the front pattern and place it on another pattern paper. You make the second pattern paper big such that it can accommodate the flow. So you can see, don't mind the surgery we did on this paper. We are only trying to get the width, how wide we want it. So we had to join different papers. So after placing the front pattern on another paper to get our back, you come to the waist here at the back here to get your zip allowance. You measure 1.5 here at the waist. You come to the hip level, you measure 2 inches. You come to the knee line and you measure 1.5. Then you connect all the dots together. You connect the dots together. As you can see me connecting, just connect the dots together. As simple as that. Hope we are clear. This is the hip level, and this is the waist level, hip and knee level. So after connecting the zip allowance, you will now come to the full length of your mermaid skirt. You come to the full length of your mermaid skirt. So the back is supposed to flow more than the front level, more than the front. So you will increase the back of your mermaid skirt again. So let's make use of 6 inches increase. You can increase it even more than that. You can increase more than 6 inches. But for the purpose of this class, we are increasing it by 6 inches. We are increasing it by 6 inches. If you want, you can make 10 inches. If you want, you can even make 20 inches. It depends on how you want it to flow on the floor and how much fabric you have. So this is the extension by 6 inches. Then the extension at the back, which is also here, you will now extend it at the back. The back from the minimum extension at the back is 6 inches. You can make it more than 6 inches. So this extension at the back is where we are going to connect our knee line to make the mermaid skirt flow at the back on the ground. If you check all mermaid skirt, discover that the back is always flowing. It's not as straight as the front. So that flowing at the back comes from the increment here. So let me make this part 7 inches. This is 7 inches extension. Then I will extend my line. 7 inches extension. You can make it more than 7 inches. But even the 7 inches, since I'm not even liking it. I'm not liking the 7 inches. Let's make it 10 inches. 10 inches. I'm not liking the 7 inches. So let's make it 10 inches. So these are 10 inches. Hope we can see it very clear. Then you come to the knee level. That is your knee level. You place your straight rule. Place your straight rule from the knee level to this your 10 inches extension. You place your straight rule from this knee level to connect this your back extension, and you draw a straight line. That is almost all for your mermaid. You just connect it like this way. As you can see, this is our back flow. So because of this place is pointy, you can go up by 2 inches here. Just go up by 2 inches to make a curve. You just use your hand to blend it. You go up by 2 inches to make a curve. Then at the front here, in the front part here, we'll just connect the front curve with the back pattern. So you don't need to give it a different curve. Just connect it slightly. Just connect it. You can use your curve rule or freehand. Freehand even looks better. You just curve it. Give it a curve. It's not supposed to be a straight line. Let it be curved. Let it be curved. So just use your free hand to get a nice curve. That is just all.